Alright, here we are. Streaming boys. Crank that down a little bit. My arm like fell apart. I'm gonna have to rearrange this guy because it's really in my way right now. Let me get the webcam up here first. Okay, let me see, because this arm is completely blocking all of my view. At least I sound fine. And, okay, so I need about here. How did I have this done before? Like way more forward like this? I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a reason why I do pop-out chat in general right now. But other than complaining about my mic arm being ruined forever, we can get going. So let me get this guy. Oh, I don't have Steam up, do I? Big in before. I do. I do have Steam up. Haircut. Here we go. Now I'm feeling like the height of my chair might have been screwed with. I feel like the keyboard's closer to my
Allow
knees.
me to remind.
Might just be me right now, though. Okay, I have no idea. Did we end in the middle of a day? I feel like we did. Yeah, because I have theories about trying to find my sister and stuff. We'll see what's exactly going on. I feel like I've done a bunch of back and forth, but maybe that was the previous day. It's actually pretty early in the day here, so maybe I just started up the basic stuff. Let's see. Mix well with the town itself. Goliath seems to think that the town is formed by 3 major substances. I'm going to start... Little bird. Start with the one at the very bottom. The road to the abattoir. That's right, we're going to the abattoir. We have to go meet the foreman. So we got little sister tracking down the bachelor and tracking down Haruspix. I have to tell Haruspix where the bachelor is. I kind of remember what we're doing. So, Haruspix is somewhere here. I remember he's in a double house, I believe. Go to the abattoir, and then I want to search here for my sister. So let's get moving with it. And my reputation isn't dropping right now. I have a feeling, though, that'll continue to be a thing. My dropping reputation. It's just not affecting me right now. Actually, how are my stats overall? So I'm pretty good, it looks like. It might be worth it, actually. Drugs. Take some big immunity boosters. They don't do a lot of health damage, and they might pay off in the long run for repressing infection growth. Experiment with that a little bit. I mean, maybe the Delta tabs actually pay off really well. Okay, so Lilith's kids I want to talk to the most, because I'm kind of hoping on getting Schmouters. Actually, I didn't have much for the for that kid. To double check again at some point. I'm good on lockpicks. I have a couple, don't I? I got 4. That's probably more than I should have anyway. I got plenty of those. I kind of feel like I need to reel back on bartering except for really good stuff a little bit. Let the game progress while I have fat loot in my pockets. Wait till they start giving out better stuff. Although, in the same breath, by the time the military shows up, it's actually pretty hard to find areas where there's just people wandering. Although, if I can look at all the infected and looted areas, it might actually be fairly easy to find people to barter with. At least easier. It would become very grindy, I would imagine. Just a little bit of plague. Okay. Let's do our first save of the day. And make our way over as fast as we can to this looted district. Okay, fuck going that way. Do I have... yeah, I have my gun ready. An arsonist that I can actually kill. Oh, did he just... I think he killed himself. Well, alright. Alright. So here's the looted district. So I need to check houses with double doors. But this is probably a good one to start with. And it'll stand out because it won't have ninjas in it. It should have, I'm gonna guess butchers. Considering which I should just have a gun out and prepared. And move along, look for double houses. I'm actually preparing myself to have to shoot a bunch of kids. In case I go in there and there's a bunch of dog heads. There are other double buildings. I feel like I'm not bumping into any. Thought that there was more here. Oh, Sticky's sick. Rip Sticky. I honestly don't need the gun for this guy. Make sure I'm lined up. Oh, did I actually not get that? Probably should have dropped this off. Honestly, the combustible fluid is rubbish. Okay, so some of these got double doors, but they're like not obvious. I'm gonna put them kind of low on the list of places to check out, actually. Because it describes where he's going to be as a double house. It's in the letter. Okay, found in one of the double houses. So I assume it's not one of the ones that have doors on the side, though it could be. Oh, did these count as double houses? Oh, I don't know now. Because they are connected. At least it's pretty easy to check every house if I need to. Because there's a lot of houses that are attached, and it's like, well, what do you mean by double house? It honestly might be faster for me to just check every door. And then look for one that doesn't have ninjas pop out. Like, this could be a double house. So... it's not a double house as I would normally imagine it, but... could be the case. Maybe look at the map. Let's see... like, are these double? No, these are long houses. This is plagued. And I don't think either of those were actually double houses. Yeah, it's hard to say. Let me go into the cul-de-sac, into a bone steak. Yeah. Yeah, and then those are plagued. So there's nothing even to check out here. Oh, that's Isidore's. Just checking every house at this point. Like, do these fuckers count? That's probably not a double house. But... like, these ones are connected. Does this count? Oh, this one has different music playing. Okay, that's the house. Unless I just didn't get spotted by a ninja, but... yep, I thought so. Ow, dag. I missed the map button. Well, that was some snazzy shooting right there. Yeah, I missed hitting M to adjust the cursor. Made that fight into a little bit tighter than I had expected. Anything good in here? This is... I'm tired of getting lemons. I'll be completely honest here. I've gotten a lot of lemons. Okay. Alright, let's go upstairs. There could still be fights up here, though I don't think so. Oh, there definitely are. I think the worms have trouble pathfinding in here. I think they're a little bit big. Okay. Slippery fingers. All right. Just in case there might still be another butcher or something. Nope, just Haruspics. Nothing too interesting here. Well, we got some good drugs actually. We got is that morphine? It is. That's actually really good.
I think I have a fever. Oh, maybe not.
All right. He wrote me a book. Or, well, more so, I think I just have a lot of options here. So, Boros children are not an obstacle for you. Well, Then it's one or the other. Either you've come to me with kind intentions, or you are my death. If it's the latter, you won't get me as quickly as you got to them. But if it's the former, do not harbor hard feelings, for they do not know what they are doing. Would you like to finish The Bachelor in the same fashion? All you need is to catch him flat-footed. I know where he is, and he'll stay there for a while. Off I go then. How much do you want for him? Just like Jeebus. Listen, I'm just having the Romans chase out the money changers is all. Rather than get my own hands dirty. So basically I'm better than Jesus. It's not about profit, Barach. I have my own reasons. Give me as much as your soul tells you to. Deal. Now tell me where the serpent is. Here he is. Be careful. He bites painfully. I got a reputation drop for that. Oh, all he gave me was 5 fucking pills? What an ass. Alright. Oh. Wait, can I actually...
What?
I can do both. Okay. I want to warn you, Barach. The Bachelor is after you. He'll find you soon. And who knows what happens to you then. Huh. Well, he won't be able to deal with me on his own. But you've offered my companion... Or you've offed my companions, you deadly girl. Is he surrounded by henchmen as usual? He is, Haruspix. But they can't strike you. So why would you need them if not to kill them? And why would you warn me? You know full well that there aren't many reasons for me to trust you. Aglaya asked me to, Barach. She's worried about you. I see. Now go away, Barach. The sooner the better. Remember, I bring good tidings. Perfect. Okay, I managed to find the Haruspix and deliver a timely warning. No matter what Aglaya's intentions are, she's going to pay my reward. Yeah. Okay. You know, Christ said render unto Caesar, and here I am, rendering the Bachelor unto Caesar. Changeling's interpretation is more useful. Alright, let's go. Oh, was that a little bit tearing? I get to go again. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have a rip sticky. I haven't gotten any, what's it, outside of the one schmouter, any sort of way to heal people, so I'm gonna be a little bit tight-fisted. But who needs sticky? Alright, so we need to go see, Taya Taichi. Give drugs to... Now, does that actually work? Does handing over the monomycenium actually prevent death? Because I kind of guessed that, but I don't know if that's for reals. Because Andrew would need him too. Okay, gives you at least a day. Well, I wonder if Andrew's dead. At least I got a bunch of them, so I'm not too worried. And I'm trying out having high, what's it called? Immunity.
They never show me anything. They won't let me outside.
Alright. You come to this place... Oh. I guess I've already been here. You come to this place often. I can't say I'm glad to see you. Why not? You bring us nothing but misfortune. I thought the opposite.
With all this digging, Bachelor will soon dig down to the buried dead. What if the source of the disease is indeed underground?
Oh, that's a big sentence. What's the news in the outer town? Taya, let me into the abattoir. Let your butchers take me inside. I will if you tell me a nice fairy tale. I must warn you, though, I'm picky. Why so? I know all fairy tales. I've heard them all many times over. Boring. Since I've left the tower, only Sticky has managed to amuse me that one time. How? Did he make up a fairy tale? Who makes up fairy tales? What's wrong with you? Fairy tales are never made up. Made up fairy tales are just fiction. You can spot them at once. Sticky's been the last to bring me a skilled storyteller. That was just before the plague. We were boarded up later that night. Let's see what we can come up with here. However peculiar, the gatekeeper that guards a passage into the abattoir, the way of getting past is the same as ever. What kind of fairy tale shall I humor her with? Who she like the most? I don't have any hooks to unpick her yet. A boy named Sticky can help me out with this. Looks like I have to go see Sticky. So I guess he's lucked out this time. Watch, Sticky's already dead. I can't imagine. This should be the first day that he's been sick. Andrew, however, has been sick for maybe 3 days. I'm guessing someone else is sick. And I've just not seen it. Don't you just hate it when the police pop in? Don't need a gun for this. It's the right way. Yeah. Making sure I didn't get disoriented. Hello, friend. All right. See if I can get some food by any chance. One short of getting some vegetables. Okay. All right, Sticky, what do you got for me?
It's like someone's pulling my strings.
I've never believed them stories of you being the disease. Not for a moment, you know. Hey, Sticky, how about we outsmart the Mother Superior? Taya Taichik? Not a lot of smart there to outsmart. She can lead herself up a garden path on her own just fine. How about we remind Khan who's in charge instead? Wait, does she like fairy tales? Taya, I mean, I feel like Sticky's gone a much more interesting path and I'm course correcting. She does. The catch is, she knows every single one. Ooh. Don't mind that. She was nursed by Orono, and they're great storytellers. She's heard them all. Mother says you once brought an exceptional storyteller to her. Ah, I see. I didn't bring anybody, though. Never tracked the thing down. Actually, that was my albino. People say it whispered fairy tales in her ear. She was all happy and saying, "Hey, this one's totally about me. What a good fairy tale." Lavished it with gifts. Wanted more, but the next night their place got boarded up. Ah, and what sort of fairy tale was it? What do you need to know? You want a present too? She's got no time for those anymore. Better make up your own fairy tale. You can do it easily. If you're a creature of the steppe will whisper the words to you. Something to grab her attention. Oh, do I have to actually go to those sites where there's the whispering? Come on, don't join that chorus. Okay. We can go back to the Mother Superior now. I hope I won't forget my fairy tale on the way. I was wondering if I would actually have to go to all the points where you hear whispering. There's 3 or so of them. Get the fairy tale there. That would have been neat. Maybe that still plays a function, though. There's still those towers, which I'm starting to think aren't going to do anything. Because there's, what, 3 towers around town, I believe? No one's ever really brought them up. I guess they're just nothing. Okay. Quick increment. Just in case I get the slight feeling that this could lock me in for a day. I don't think it will, but... Could be mills. Yeah. Or at least silos. The doors don't seem to be interactable, so we'll probably never see inside. They just stand out because they got crenellations and stuff on them. They're quite interesting looking.
With all this digging, Bachelor will soon dig down to the buried dead. What if the source of the disease is indeed underground?
I have a fairy tale for you. Well, I'm all ears. I'm going to do a sly thing and tell you a fairy tale that's also a riddle. Would you be interested to know who's to blame for what happened to you? Really? Yes, very, very much. Listen carefully. My fairy tale will contain the answer. Will you be able to guess it? Oh, please, go ahead. I'll tell you one about the poor orphan and the pearl divers. I've heard that one 1,000 times. Here's another then. Wait, was there a thing there? Damn. Okay, let's do that again. I think it was actually the last one. I was trying to remember because I think that's the fairy tale that's told when you're playing as Haruspex. So it kind of rang a bell in my head. All right.
With all this digging...
Okay. I'll tell you the one about how the one-eyed, one-handed, one-legged night daughter counted her cattle. That's a scary one. I don't want it. It contains the answer, Mother. All right. Go ahead. Story told. Awesome. And the rest? You'll hear the rest when I'm back from the abattoir. So it's in your best interest to also tell me how to fight the foreman. There's no use fighting him, but I'll give you good advice. He's worried a lot on account of young Barak's arrival. Perhaps he'll let you go in one piece if you manage to capture his interest like you did with me. Go through the gates of labor. It's between our buildings. Thank you, little Taya. I wanted the story. The passage is open. The mouth of the abattoir is agape. The monster is waiting inside. The Minotaur foreman. He will have the answers to my questions. Man, I already know that he's the bull. Unless it's brought up sometime with Haruspix and I just didn't remember. So, I'm trying to think. Because I think the panacea is about to be made. I think it gets made tomorrow. Right. This massive walk. This guy in my way. Oh, we're still walking. Forgot how long this is. Okay, here he is. He's taking a nap. Oh man, I'm short.
He gave me these legs to make up for the crippled ones.
Are you the emanation of Mother Boro, whom I serve faithfully? The dark face, the 100-mouthed, slowly turning her pure blind eyeballs in their sockets. I am the foreman of the abattoir. I come from the Oyen clan. Well, now I got an answer on Oyen. I'm a Mehu who knows the lines. Who are you? I am a miracle worker. Through my hands, the holy powers bestow goodness and mercy upon the people.
There is no need for you to see what happens next.
We need the squeaky doors. Good Foley. What do you want, Earth? Will you agree to answer my questions candidly and without prejudice? No. I'll tell you things about Barak that you didn't know. What can you tell me? What the mission that he's unable to accomplish is. Good. I want to make certain that he is who he claims to be. Perhaps there's no reason to take it slow at all. At least he's honest. How? Get to know what Saba Oiten thinks of him. The one that the worms call Aspity. The heart of the matter is simple. Find out if he had killed her to deceive his way into the true heirs. Yeah. That's a little bit... Killed her to deceive his way into the true heirs' inheritance. You will come back through the gates of labor. You will not be impeded. Alright. Gotta go say hi to Aspity. I feel like there's a translation error there. Because I don't know why anyone would suspect him of killing Aspity. I feel like maybe in the original translation it was just like him as reference to Isidore, but not ever actually naming Isidore. So when being translated, it's like, we got someone being referred to. The only person here in this sentence is Aspity. Man, I'm sitting here thinking, I got so much shit I gotta do after I finish streaming. I gotta check my final edit. I'm sitting on top of a Marcus Aurelius excerpt right now that needs to be posted. I gotta wash clothes. On these later days, I always want to be able to just go straight to bed when I'm done. But so often I get stuck where it's like, oh, I gotta stay up till at least 3. Because something's gotta be done. Oh, I gotta take out the garbage too. I think that was just the plague progressing. Well, I'm gonna get some plague now. There's an orange one on me. Oh, maybe I managed to actually evade it. I think that was just the plague progressing because I can't imagine I walked through anything. Nope. I was thinking about doing that anyway due to all the rats. Okay, and we always get a cloud right in front of Aspides, which is really obnoxious.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
And yet you and I are two of a kind. Fine, you win. I'm not going to bite anymore. Tell me about Barach, Aspity. What is there to tell you about him? Did he take the... Oh, okay. That's what they mean, because she had the box. I getcha. Did he forcibly take the inheritance from her? Gotcha. Okay. Did he take the inheritance from you by force? Nonsense. Why would he take by force what's rightfully his own? Who is he? He's a warden. He is of Mehu stock. His father was a surgeon. I revere him. Soon he will overthrow the usurper, become leader of the kin, and inaugurate a new era. Then I shall go back and vanish into the earth. You sprang from the earth, then? Yes, same as you. And to what end? I don't know. But I sense that it's to carry out the will of the law, to destroy the accursed utopia, a place that is not and must never be. Utopia? There are 3 nodes nourishing our town. The town has been growing until the nodes closed. The earth begat beasts. The beasts sustained humans. The humans begat a settlement. The settlement sustains the children. The head had been drawing juices in excess. The head had been drawing juices in excess. The plague closed the nodes. Everything resumed its natural course. What does that mean? The settlement is a burden on the earth. The utopia is destroying the settlement. The plague will destroy the utopia. The sand pest is a creature of the plague, the will of the law. I used to think it was my destiny. Now I see that it's yours. No, not mine. Okay. I can return to the worried foreman, and in doing so, make him worry even more. Barach is destined to confront him, And it's an easy guess as to who's going to come out on top. The foreman is strong, but would he be able to pull off this feat? I doubt it. I'm the only miracle maker here. All right. Back to the foreman. I believe it's 2 days still till the military arrives. Have I checked any of the butchers today? No, I have not. Unless they just updated or something. But I find that unlikely. I forgot I got the ankle boots. I need to sell those. Anything else big to sell? That's all pretty good, honestly. All right. That's some good food. What day is this actually? Is this 7 or 8? 8. So, decent chance we'll be finishing this game next week. Probably not. Probably the week after. You know, most days aren't 1-to-1 for the 2 hours. Well, that was a noise. Keep turning around checking on the bird, but oh man, do I got a really stiff neck right now. Is he still in bed? Yeah. He's probably snug for the night. Well, okay, worm. I can return now. My planet no longer needs me. All right.
Swok is waiting for you.
I sense neither warmth nor blood in you. I've seen Aspity. Is she alive? Yes. She's alive. What did she say? She esteems Barach. She says yes. He is indeed who he claims to be. I will answer then. A single question of yours. Man, the fucking games that this guy plays. That gleam in your eye is unneeded. I will not lie. Conserve your strength. What did you want to know? I believe I was sent to get actually information on Barach. I'm trying to remember now. I might actually go back. Let me. Okay. Reread this and then reload it. I think I'm just supposed to talk to him about whatever it is I want to. At least doesn't say in the quest. So I'm going to be angry when I do the wrong thing because the quest isn't very descriptive. I'll learn about the Haruspics, though.
What?
Okay, I've seen Aspie alive. Okay, what do you intend to do with Barach? I will kill Barach unless I conclude that it is he who must kill me. If I am assured of his worthiness and my lack thereof, I will fall. I will put up a mere appearance of a fight, for a new warden must defeat the old one in battle. Aw, man. You fucking jobbed for me? Now I'm disappointed. Now I have heard your answer. We didn't talk that much, but everything that needed discussion was discussed. I can go back to Aglaya and inform her of my decision. All right. This day feels pretty smooth. Compared to what I was dealing with before, especially. Hell, I kind of get the feeling that the rest of this day is going to be spent just hanging out. Maybe going raiding. I mean, I still got my sister to look for. I should actually pass by Andrew and buy some drugs off him. I got all this white whip. So I can actually get two pretty good immunity boosters off of him. Since, as I said earlier, I'm going to try and be like consistent about keeping my immunity high. Not with alpha tabs, and probably not even the beta tabs. But I will be using the deltas for sure. Actually, I just had a thing pop up. Is my... I was going to say, it might have actually been immunity popping back down to 50%. So it was just showing it to me. But they might actually be a worthwhile investment if it reduces plague growth. And the deltas really don't do that much health damage. Pick up some more food actually here. Let's go finish the main. This is not where I want to be. Finish up the main quest before we go and look for my sister, though. All he's got is... Wasn't milk the only thing he had? I'm buying the milk, but... Drinking the milk. Damn it. But yeah, so my guess is that this is where my sister is. If I want to go... Bone Steak Lot is the smartest way to go. If I want to pass by Andrew. I don't have my gun out. Well, that's been dealt with. But yeah, we got some white whip. Might as well spend it. And if we're spending it, we might as well use what we buy with it. Unless he's selling what's it called? Antibiotics now, which I kind of doubt that he'll ever sell the antibiotics. It'd be really sick if he did, but... Just unload that. Let's actually see what he's got for sale. If there's anything I want to purchase. How much? And those are 600 a piece to purchase. Probably not worth purchasing. Morphine. Morphine's so expensive. It's too good, though. No, probably not anything I really want to buy. I got neomycenium, and I feel like I should just sell it, actually. Because it's kind of rubbish. Same thing with the yellow tabs. The only thing about the yellow tabs is they do stack well, and someone might still ask for a bunch of them at some point. Same thing with the betas. If it wasn't for the fact that you could stack them so high, I probably would drop them. Okay, am I gonna show up and he's gonna be like, dude, Hendry's dead. You joking? Okay. The bigger problem, actually, if Andrew dies, is that I'll lose this guy. Who sells some pretty good stuff.
So, Burak is no longer Olgimski's man. Great.
Alright. Brought you some herbs. Am I planning on trying to save everyone? Not really. If I get an opportunity, I will, but I'm really not going to worry too much about it. If it presents itself, I'll do it. Oh, he also accepts just straight up Twirin. I don't remember that. On 3 for it. That's a pretty good exchange rate, actually. Okay, let's see if there's... Hopefully there's 2 worth buying. That's trash. Trash. 9% maybe. 8% maybe. I'll get these 2. But yeah, I find it very unlikely that he'll ever start selling antibiotics. So let's take one. Especially because I'm full up. There we go.
Fortune appears so blind to none.
He's going on a rant back there. Going this way will put me through less plague. Although I shouldn't take a spot that doesn't have any doors, but not much I can do about it now. Yeah, I'm assuming the things that are giving me that much immunity will pay off for that health expenditure. It's a pretty low health expenditure. Okay, I need to actually check. By the way, that arsonist back there. Long shot. Oh, not worth it. Really not worth it. Maybe worth it. Because I'll also be able to buy food with that. Got some crackers, got a Delta tab. Okay. Need to find a guy with vegetables. No, fuck off, rat. Nope. It's not really worth getting bullets from officers. Unless you've been one-shotting ninjas. Now, even then, I don't know why I talked to that guy. Just reflex made me want to barter. It's probably just because I was mid-speech right there. But yeah, because it takes 2 trading, and I think the crowbars... No, actually, do the crowbars barter for 2? I won't say here. If the crowbars barter for 2, then it's worth using a bullet per looter. But, nah. You're not really making a profit. Yeah, you're picking up some of the spare change and the stuff in the looted place. That's the real deal, but you won't be getting too much, say, food-wise. I mean, I guess it's still good. The main thing is that's predictable. You can go into a looted house and know that you're going to get, say, 3 crowbars out of it. 2 to 3. Okay. So then after this, we're going to start looking for my sister. And I got good drugs for immunity right now. Get me back on track. Don't think I have too much to trade for right now. I mean, I'll take bullets. I got tons of these guys. All right.
Yes.
Let's start with the side quest. I found the Haruspics and warned him like you asked. The part where his beastly bodyguards almost tore me to pieces is, I suppose, too obvious to mention. I won't forget this, girl. You've done a good deed. It goes without saying that I'm going to reward you, and from now on, trust you a little more, which will in no time reflect on the general local attitude towards you. That's a funny way to say, here, I'll add some reputation to your score. There was no need. Oh, right, payment.
We weren't given too much time, now were we?
I've seen the foreman. See him and lived. Let me take a look at you. Widen that pupil. Look into the light. So, what did you talk about? About Barach. About Barach. Good girl. Stick your tongue out and say, ah. Ah. Funny that she's giving me a medical examination. What, am I going to turn to ash? So what did he tell you about Barach? He's afraid of him. That means he's not as dangerous as I thought. Thank you, you did well. Not at all. Dismissed. Come and see me first thing tomorrow morning. Now that's a dramatic change of expression if I've ever seen one. Alright. Yeah, pretty simple day today. I can see what is happening to the kin. I know what goes on in Earth, and it's perfectly clear to me now that the fiery demon Haruspix is sitting atop the abattoir, preparing to swallow it whole and bring the surrounding parts of the town under his rule. If there's any living substance within, we'll have to submit to his will. Well, we can't just let Haruspix own the town, can we? Alright, let's go look for my sister, though. So, we have no clue other than we know that she's in an infected district. My guess, though, is that she's going to be in this infected district. I believe this is the only district that's been infected 2 days in a row. And I think meeting me with my sister will cause the infection to actually leave. So, theory is, infection sticks around if my sister's there until I chase her out. But I don't know, maybe that shit's just fake and gay, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. You know, I'm kind of gathering goodies. And I'm kind of wondering to myself why. Also, some white whip? I'm full up on trash. No. It'll sit in my inventory for an eternity, and I won't ever collect enough Twira for it to be worth it, I think. And not great payments today. I can definitely say if you were relying more on the quests to keep you alive, you'd really be struggling right now. Which, you know, hearing that aloud, you might be thinking, why would you ever trust the quests to give you what you need in this game? But honestly, for Bachelor and Haruspics, that's pretty true. Well, if you do the quests and side quests, they do keep your pocket fairly well lined. I'm gonna take a sort of wander and have Murky and Iris, or viewing distance. Check on how many? 12. That's a lot. A lot for there being 3 days left. Or 4. Well, but yeah, just see if she's ill. Because I think that there should be about 3 people ill right now. But I've only seen 2. Sticky and Dree. So I think that there's a decent chance that Murky's sick right now. I don't have Schmauters on me. Just thinking if someone like Grief or Ruben is sick, well, I gotta give them Schmauters. Okay, about here should be good. Just drink my water. I'm like extra thirsty today. Not sure why. I kind of think it's just the weather change. It's been surprisingly warm, actually. I keep relying on it, expecting it to get cold. You know, it's not been hot, but, you know, just warm enough, even at night. Yeah, okay. So she's good. What is the time, actually? 5? Okay, it's not Notkin. Pass by a bunch of guards in here, actually. Try and get a can of vegetables. Free up some pocket space. Okay. Move up through here. And both of them are good. Maybe only 2 people are sick right now? It's possible. Let's actually, rather than get unnecessary plague, let's take the railroad. I don't have a huge rush right now. Less guards here than I remember. Or is it because I killed them all? Or actually, of course there's no guards here because it's not really infected or anything. Duh. Low IQ me. Just had a moment showing how sloped my forehead is. Horror? Kinda. I wouldn't necessarily call it horror in the conventional sense. Definitely, at least a spooky ambiance. Slow burn weird. Looks like Russia? Well, it was made by Russians. So that would be an accurate assessment. Alright. So this might turn into an awful grind for a moment here. Hopefully not. It's not a very big area to check, but I'm going to have to check every building, I think. Possibly 3-story buildings. And it could just straight up be the wrong region, which I'm also worried about. Okay, let's see. There's no way I have to cross through. I'm trying to think what all is part of this region here. I don't know exactly. Okay, we're gonna save here to an increment, and we're gonna start checking plagued houses on the eastmost side. Alright, into the plague. Immediately the plague is aggressive. Let's just reload it. Okay, that was really bad walking in. So, okay. Well, let's get to work. Actually, save here again. Alright, let's go. Where are you, sissy? I won't bother. Let me actually put on... There we go. We got the disposable gloves on. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Where are you, sissy? Good boots. Okay, I'll just breathe in that plague. I wonder how much I should even bother trying to avoid the plague, or do I just give in, know that I'm gonna walk away very sick? Okay. Does not seem like she was in this house, though. Wrong side. Okay. So we'll check, like, the sort of pairs. We got 6 here. Okay. Shotgun shells, fuck it. I don't want them. Not valuable enough. Lemons, okay. I keep giving into the lemon problem. Yo, some actual gloves. Damn. Try to do gymnastics around a house. This is like playing The Air is Made of Lava. Twirin. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Doesn't seem to be the place. And wrong side again. Alright, now we check this one. Gonna need some bullets. At least I think I will. We're just breathing that in. I keep thinking, is it worth it right now? You know, it probably actually is because of the kind of drugs that I have. Let's do some drugs. See, this gives me 78. That's a lot. Probably too many bandages. Might have been a slight waste. Just despawn. Okay, I've already checked all this. Okay, upstairs. Where are you, sissy? Yeah, is that hurting my exhaustion as well? Taking the homemade drugs. I guess I've been taking the other drugs too. But I've never checked to see if homemade drugs increase exhaustion. If they do, they don't clearly state it. Can I get around it? Okay. My sister was not here. And that jewel cloud wants my booty. Okay. This house? Where are you at? Definitely want the Twirin. The good thing about wandering around plagued houses, because although the loot usually sucks, there's a high likelihood of getting painkillers, getting a bunch of morphine and stuff. Where's my damn sister at? Checked all this stuff. It's so hard to know, especially when you start getting dizzy. All right. Okay, 2 more, part of this little block here. I have a feeling that she's not going to be in these specific housing group. Painkillers. I think the reason why I don't like looting these places is because they actually might technically be more profitable. But looting plagued houses yields no food, I don't think, ever. And usually whenever I'm tight on something, it's food. And I don't need more painkillers, but painkillers do sell for quite a bit, so... Kerosene, get out. Kerosene just exists to waste my time. Okay. So there's just one more house part of this block. She could be here, but I'm doubting it. I'm mostly searching this one now, just, you know, so that I'm consistent. And no reason to pick up syringes, they suck. You know, I was worried about taking all those bandages, but I think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna actually use that health with the amount of antibiotics I'm gonna have to take after this. The other thing that's good about looting plagued houses is you get a lot of hooks and needles, which are really good fodder for getting schmouters. I mean, if you can find a kid selling them. I'm kind of thinking, can you only get schmouters once in a game? Okay, so I got these 6 houses. Let's go ahead and increment to save. Start checking the other houses. See, okay, this one's in the same style. I'm actually going to skip it. I'm going to avoid houses in the same style. So let's assume these, I'm going to skip these 3. I'm going to start checking out this block of 6. Especially if they have a different design. Which I think they may. Yes. Okay. I wonder if there's anything stand out in a plagued house that my sister isn't in. Found her. Whew. All right. Let me take a break from all that for a moment. Stretch out my back. Okay. We get to do reading again. Pump these suckers up. All right. Drink my water. I'm going to continue searching this house, actually, and see if there's anything interesting about it, i.e., jewel clouds don't spawn, or people don't spawn. See if there's anything that I can use to spot where she is. She's going to move. I guess she could be anywhere. You're so sweet. Such eyes. They're not like mine at all. You need to leave at once. See, the whole place is infected. You know as well as I do that the infection won't do anything to me. I can't go anywhere now. I'm now hated by those who used to love me. They torture me. They burn me and hurl stones at me. I have to hide. Why is it that any place you come to visit becomes infected? How is that my fault? I come here because I need a place to hide from those who are hunting me. They've got fire and steel. Their henchmen are ferocious. And what do I have to stave them off with? Only this. They're too scared to get closer. Those who've remained faithful to me can't do anything to protect me. Who are those faithful? Simple folk? Commoners? Outcasts? Non-bound? But they've been unafraid of him who's been my only friend all this time. Him who's taken the blow for me. They're taking care of him. Of this absurd and impossible creature. A living thing made of dead matter. They didn't turn him into a scapegoat for all their sins and murders. I know who you're talking about. It's that albino. The creature from the steppe. Alright. She has left the district. The disease will follow the changeling soon, leaving this place, the district, thus purified. Will surely make a fine present for the Inquisitor. However, some of the townsfolk still take her for a saint instead of a villain. These places where people still are devoted to her are where I must search. Okay. So we definitely get clouds still here. Oh, I was right, by the way, about her being in this district, though, because it stayed here. However, that means that... Did I actually get gassed? Must have sidled up the stairs real quick. Oh, nope. There's no obvious markers that she is here. Well, let's at least finish looting. And we know that she's not always on bottom floors. All these lemons. I mean, I might have enough. Food that it's fine for me to chow down on lemons. Actually, I want that. squinks right by. And we leave this place. We'll also... Oh, dag. Look what you've gonna make me do. But let's go run to the Inquisitor. She might not pay me today. I'll cure my infection stuff when I get out of the district. Right. Well, this day went very smoothly, honestly. More smoothly than I would have expected. Trying to think of how I want to take the railroads, collect goodies here, move up, down. Okay. Let's do a quick increment right here in case this kills me. I think it might. Nah, we're good. And we're gonna eat a bunch of lemons. It's actually not that good for immunity. Probably not worth that. Oh well. Just into it, but honestly, the lemons are actually better for exhaustion, I should say. They're better fuel for curing exhaustion than coffee. Well, depending on if you need health or if you need food more. Yeah, I got like 20 lemons in my pocket there, dude. How many do I... Yeah, 27 lemons. So I do have some exhaustion, so I should nip that in the bud. As far as immunity... that gets me pretty high up. Considering having a little bit more. Let's at least let it clock up or something. Maybe I'll have them before I go to bed. More deltas. Oh yeah, I got new gloves. Nice. What exactly are they, Lemmy? Protective gloves. Whoa. Oh yeah, I didn't want to actually go through here. Well, I'm kind of already doing it. And I can pass by the butcher. I actually want to kill this guy. No, not anymore. Not worth getting plague. Okay, nothing. Arsonists have a decent chance of dropping delta tabs. So it piqued my interest a bit. And a barter. It's 2 for these? Yeah. And are these 2? Yeah. So it does pan out. But... $5. These are 2? Those are 1. Okay, so they are pretty good actually for bartering. 10? Yeah, I'm not cracking 10. Hunger was catching up to me anyway, lemons aside. Yeah, we can take safer passage through here. Okay. Sometimes in life you gamble and lose. It's actually about time for me to go to sleep anyway. when I make my way back to the rod, I'm going to pass by Lara and Yulia in case either of them is sick. Okay, and my immunity just capped at 50. I'll go ahead and kind of wondering if it's worth it to just constantly maintain high immunity. It's not that big of a hurt to health. And I got tons of morphine actually, I think. Well, not tons. But I can definitely take some higher powered drugs when I go to sleep to cut down on bandage usage. Okay. Going to see a Goliath. Kind of want to barter. What? Oh, I just misclicked is all. 5, and I got 3. I can. Let's do this. Kinda did just to open up inventory space a little bit. Reloading a rat. All right. Just filled up, right? Oh, no. Yeah, I need to stop thinking of lemons as a way to get immunity. Instead, think of lemons as something to put back exhaustion. Okay, and I might not even be able to turn in this quest today. I might have to actually wait till tomorrow, but we'll see.
They've grown up
Yeah,
and grown tired of me.
I have to do it tomorrow. All right. Well, let's make our way to bed. Just checking how fast immunity goes down. I think I always feel like it goes down fairly fast, making immunity not very useful. But I'm starting to think I'm wrong about that. That's by this apparel store, by the way. I think I'm just not realizing how much time is passing while it ticks down to 50%. Pellet cape, I think I have. No, I think I have the less good one. What shares is he selling it for? Honestly, I might actually be able to get it. Oh, I don't need rifle bullets. Must have gotten those in a, I don't need this crap. Kerosene. Still have the chest badges. This would make it only 3,000 if it's actually worth exchanging for. And then I might be able to exchange this. I'll take it off. We can compare. Okay. So, moderate. It's a repellent cape, and this is a repellent cloak. I think this is better. Yeah, good repellent. Yeah, the cloak definitely is sounding better. You know what I can do is I can try this. We'll save. We're going to do the Diablo method. Okay, since I don't know how much things actually sell for. Okay, and then see how much the buyback is. It's actually hard to tell because it has some durability damage to it. Let me see. Moderate protection from fire. Difficult target for firearms. Somewhat flame-proof. Oh, it sounds like it's got just different... Ah. I think I'm gonna get it. I think it's better. It's pretty high protection from it. What was my protection from infection before? Because that seemed really high. Oh, yeah, that's way better. Okay. Oh, I'm not wearing it. Duh. Before I made a fatal mistake. Okay, it's still better, though. Even if it's at 86. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Probably have some of the best stuff on until the military arrives. I don't know a good way to actually get the military clothing other than perhaps if I play a large amount of the game just villainously. I did make quite a bit of profit doing that. If you do that for a long while and then swerve, do a sudden face turn in the final quarter, you might have enough money to purchase that stuff. Exhaustion's high enough. I'm gonna eat a lemon. Yeah, that or figure a way to go be a literal villain. I mean, I was for a little bit. I was an unironic villain for a while. Hey, Lara's fine. You ain't got shit. Yeah, repair my stuff. Okay, and now Yulia. And no one outside hers. Check another apparel store. More just curious now. Yeah. Anything that would be of value to me would be too expensive. Yeah, it's pretty hard to kill the military too, so trying to get goodies off their corpses is pretty unlikely. Also, being a bad lad when the military arrives is sort of a rough deal. Alright. I'm considering closing up this one a little bit early. I started later, going out and stuff. Okay. Do a save. I think all my drug needs are met aside from... what's it called? I have a theory, actually, I want to check. I'll do that. But yeah, aside from painkillers. I got morphine in here, don't I? Yeah, we got backup morphine. I'm just gonna do morphine. I'll sleep for 6. Yeah, my immunity stayed up for 6 hours there.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
So let's increment to save real quick.
The theater.
See, I think they might have. Let me actually see. They do. That's so shitty. Okay, let me reload. So, here's a hot pro tip. Don't sleep in your clothes. They take durability damage in your sleep. Oh, reload the wrong load. Because those should be at, if not 199. Take off your clothes when you go to bed. Because now they are, look at that, 100%. Take off your clothes when you go to bed. Okay.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being
military's here.
rehearsed at the theater.
I'm glad I have a good reputation. I had half the thought actually to go and be a villain. And then raise my reputation the following day. Get the last bit in before the military arrives. I would have had big regrets. Okay. I'm starting to think that this one was here 2 days. Can I? Is my sister in every infected district? Is that? No, that can't be the case. But yeah, we got the quest again. Tell me, why do they call me the Changeling? Who am I but a ragged wanderer? What is so interesting about me? Alas, it's not so simple as that. I'm the key, the solution. Not the world and me, but me and the world. I can perform miracles, there's no doubt of that. The Bachelor himself had to admit that I am no killer, no plague killer. But who am I then? This he did not tell. With my own eyes, I saw my sister, whom I had but slight intimations about. Now I don't know which one of us is which. I must be going insane. Which one of the two stole the other's name? Claimed her calling, seized her destiny. Please define me. Oh, we still have not poured over to the next day. But we still got a letter to read anyway. As I woke up, I heard her voice, saying, "Who has betrayed me? Who has led them to my hiding place? Could I have known where to conceal myself next, were it not for the warning of my faithfuls who brought me inside? For my enemies gathered everyone they could and surrounded my shelter. Would I have escaped were it not for my miraculous powers? In that three-sided yard, my faithfuls saw me from high above and set out to rescue me, protect me, give me shelter. They have witnessed the miracles I have shown them, and were convinced by my righteous deeds. Okay. I think that has hints as to where she is today. Might as well talk to the Sabarobs while I'm here. Well, maybe
What
this will
has this
still
town turned into?
end up
Truly
being
a
2 hours.
country of
If I get enough distractions on my way to the forum. Okay, and by the way, good thing I actually traded out all of those loot drops because that was the last day.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing from Mummy. Or actually, was that a hint for today? That might have been the case, because this letter is from today. Three-sided yard and faithfuls from high above set out to rescue me. No, that doesn't seem accurate. Because three-sided yard. That sounds like one of these structures. Three-sided yard. Maybe something like this. But I don't think that applies to anything that was here. I believe I found her in, say, this house. Is the letter... I did not get a letter from her. Well, actually, this would have been the letter, because I missed. Changed my hideout 4 times in a single day. I'm going to town. Brink of the town. It won't find me so easily. From the windows I can see. So I had to check the previous day's letter to find where she was. I could have found her. Okay. They're trying to smoke me out. Are they going to put a watcher atop the ruined stairway surrounded by columns? But that's not accurate. That was here. Or maybe that's where she was when I missed her a day, and I was just lucky to have found her here. But three-sided yard? I don't know. Probably something to think more about. Or maybe I'll think about it before I close up. Might be an alright thing to do. I guess these really aren't columns, are they? I think the whole finding my sister thing is more interesting than I realized. But for now, we'll just focus on getting to the theater. Maybe we'll think about that letter a little bit. I feel like I know what she's describing. We should look at previous letters from her. See if it's adequate.
see now how many mysteries the Earth holds. The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
The bowels of the abattoir were turned inside out. There are beasts there.
It's filled with roots and dirt. The underground doors opens easily, but you can only go through if there's a grave behind it. Hopefully you catch my drift?
There's nothing to lose anyway. The soldiers will be here tomorrow. Let's risk it.
You're free to go anywhere. To the right, to the left, upwards, and even downwards a bit. You're welcome
And
to make
twirling
sure
towards
there
victory
are
every time.
no tricks.
Who cares? It's all the same in the end.
All right. So step outside and save. Yeah, I'm pretty close to finishing up anyway. So, let's do some sleuthing right here. I know why they call me thief. The chill woke me up today. See if I can find one. Okay, well, let's see. That was the 8th, where I got one. Didn't get one here. Got one here. Spoke to me in a dream. I think... So, I think this one would say that I'd be close to the cathedral, right? Yeah, I need to go into hiding now. An alarm bell can be seen from the window of the house where the bell behind the cathedral. These letters tell me where to go. I never noticed, though, because you get the letter the day before you search for her. So that's when I found her by the cathedral. This is her being at the edge of town. 2 bonfires being lit. That's around Suik's pit. And I don't know about the ruined stairway surrounded by columns, but there might be something like that around there that I've just not seen. She was in this house. Bonfires are probably right here. So this time she described... Go back. 3-sided yard. In that 3-sided yard, my faithful saw me from high above, set out to rescue me, protect me, give me shelter. They have witnessed the miracles I have shown them and were convinced by my righteous deeds. So, 3-sided yard. This and this would be a 3-sided yard. This is also right by a high-up structure that they would have seen her from. I think that she's in one of these. I'm going to actually test that theory right now. Didn't need to save again. I probably won't keep this save. I'm going to play sloppy. I mean, I guess unless if I find her right away. But I just, I want to see if I can answer this. Could also be this one. This would also kind of be a 3-sided yard. Oh, but that's, well, I don't think there's any doors there you can actually go into. There's the apparel store, and then the other 2 are just, like, blank. Got 3 doors here. And I would guess it would be the one straight across. Okay, quick. Is she in here? Is she in here? through. Getting really disoriented in this one. I might check the downstairs again. Okay, I mean, maybe I'm just wrong. Let's see. Oh, this is actually maybe more accurate for a 3-sided yard. This guy's gonna burn me. Yeah. Oh. I guess he just gives me a light tap. Look at that, I was right. If you let him burn you, it actually cures your infection. Am I 100% cured? This is another 3-sided yard. If you're just willing to go down to no health. I'm curious as to if it actually cures your infection, though. I don't know. Is there another similar place? Not really. Look at it again. Oh, you know what? She actually might. This is a waste of time. Actually, I might as well have just closed out. Yeah, she's probably not even there because the day technically hasn't turned over yet, so it's possible that she's not there till, say, 7, so I could be wasting my time. But I'll look at it again. In that 3-sided yard, my faithful saw me from high above and set out to rescue me, protect me, and give me shelter. Warning of my faithfuls that brought me inside from enemies gathered everyone, surrounded my shelter. Yeah, what she's describing sounds like this. Yeah, faithful saw me from high above. Trying to think what else could be like that. I mean, I guess this could also be it. But this doesn't have any well-defined 3-sided yards. So, I mean, maybe it could still be one of these places. And she actually is there right now. But it's probably a waste to be looking right now. Before the day's really even begun. Although, quests do open up without the prompting, so, I don't know. But, all the same, I should probably be closing it out here. As I said, I gotta do, like, laundry. I gotta get Prince of Persia uploaded. I gotta watch it one more time, make sure that there's not things to fix. It should all be good at this point. And I'm sitting on a Marcus Aurelius. But anyway, that's all I got right now. I wish I could go to bed, but I can't. Let me call this one Audi. Live to ride, boys.